And trouble is continuing for actress Jacqueline Fernandez over her ties with conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar. The actor was earlier a witness, but now she has been named as an accused by the Enforcement Directorate in the multi-crore money laundering case against Chandrasekhar. As per the Enforcement Directorate, the actor received gifts worth over 5 crore from the conman, including jewellery, designer bags, expensive vacations, cars, horses and even rare cats. The ED also says she was aware of the extortion that was taking place and still accepted gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Delhi's Patiala House Court will decide on the point of cognizance over the fresh charge sheet on August 31st. Sukesh Chandrasekhar has been accused of running a 200 crore extortion racket from jail, targeting the high and mighty from the world of business and politics. The matter came to light after Aditi Singh, the wife of former Ranbaxy promoter Shivendra Singh, lodged a complaint against Sukesh. As per sources, she paid 150 crore in cash in numerous tranches to co-accused and Sukesh's aides Deepak and Pradeep Ramnani. The other aspect of the scam is the sheer complicity of jail officials in Sukesh's crimes. They allegedly accepted hefty bribes to help Sukesh run his extortion empire from inside the prison, providing him SIM cards, cell phones, expensive liquor and facilitating parties as well as glamorous visitors. Around 25 jail officials are under the scanner and many have already been arrested. With the actor now an accused, will more skeletons come tumbling out? In fact, is Jacqueline Fernandez just one individual in Sukesh Chandrasekhar's glamorous nexus? Here's how the drama unfolded today.
32-year-old Sukesh Chandrasekhar is the protagonist of this real-life drama. A boy from a lower middle-class family in Bengaluru who conned the rich and famous and lived life king-size. A life filled with luxury cars, private jets and starlets. In and out of jail since the age of 17, he is currently a state guest in Tihar Jail. This is where he pulled off his most audacious heist using just his brains, a cell phone and his extraordinary skills of impersonation. This was his prey, a desperate billionaire housewife trying every trick in the book to free her jailed husband. The husband in question, Shivendra Mohan Singh, once among the richest men in India with ownership of brands like Ranbaxy, Fortis and Religare. He and his brother are currently in jail for fraud. Singh's wife Aditi paid Chandrasekhar 215 crore rupees in all on the promise of getting them out. Another of Sukesh's victims was AMMK leader TTV Dinakaran. After Jayalalitha's death, a tussle broke out over the two-leaf symbol of the party. Dinakaran was desperate to retain it. Enter Sukesh. He posed as a middleman who had connections in the Election Commission, someone who could sway the vote in Dinakaran's favour. Dinakaran paid a 50 crore bribe to get the job done. Also in the list of Sukesh's victims is former TDP MP Sambaseva Rao. Sukesh impersonated a senior CBI official and a Home Ministry official to extract 100 crore from Rao. 17 years, 27 FIRs, countless cons, VIP victims. Sukesh, obsessed with Bollywood, is a film waiting to be made.
Ashish Merishi, Tracks Enforcement Directorate for us, joins me live. Satyendra Singh is former Deputy Director of ED. Ashish, from witness to now an accused, as far as Jacqueline Fernandez is concerned, it's only getting tougher for her because of the nature of the charge sheet as well. What about other actors? Are they also being seen as beneficiaries of proceeds of crime?
So there are many who have basically benefited out of the proceeds of crime, but the amount is very less. I know there are many actors who have visited in the prison. Interestingly, it was basically the Tihar Jail officials who were helping Bollywood actors. There were B-grade actors, C-grade actors who visited Sukesh Chandrasekhar inside the jail premises for a price. a lady who used to arrange all this is in prison as of now. But interestingly, since the Enforcement Directorate believed that Jacqueline Fernandez was basically the one who knew from where the money was coming, she very much knew that there is an extortion racket. She very much knew that she was in prison, and still she continued to take benefit out of it. That is why she has been named as an accused in the charge sheet. The charge sheet, though it has been submitted, the cognizance has not been taken by the court. We are expecting that the court to take cognizance on the 31st of this month, and then in case the court takes the cognizance and the court decides to summon, there is a chance that the court decides to arrest her. Even in the Enforcement Directorate, in under Section 3 of the PMLA, the IO has the right to arrest in case there is substantial evidence to prove that the person who is named as an accused in the matter is basically not only the beneficiary but the part of laundered money, the part of or you can say connivance in basically in the crime. So it's obviously going to be tougher for Jacqueline in days to come. Let's see when the court take cognizance what happens then.
Okay, then come in on this and help us understand the ED representative here, Mr. Satyendra Singh. What the ED is telling Ashish, and based on the charge sheet that we have accessed, they are clearly saying that she was even aware that this was through extortion, that all the gifts that she was receiving was essentially extortion money. तो फिर क्या केस बनता है जैकलिन फर्नांडिस के अगेंस्ट में?
ये हमारा
जी,
यदि ये फैक्ट सही हैं, जैसा कि मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स बता रही हैं, आपके कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट बता रहे हैं, तो जैकलिन बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम में है, क्योंकि जो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का ऑफेंस है वो सेक्शन 3 में डिफाइन है, उसमें सर्टेन एक्टिविटीज हैं. यदि उनमें से आपने एक एक्टिविटी की है, एक से ज्यादा की है, नॉइंगली की है, तो डेफिनेटली आपने मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का ऑफेंस किया है. और जैकलिन जो है उसके पास प्रोसीड ऑफ क्राइम आया भी, उसकी पोजीशन में भी रहा, उन्होंने यूज भी किया. तो ऐसा लगता है कि प्राइमा फेसी लग रहा है कि वो accused हैं money laundering.
Ashish, since now that she is an accused in the charge sheet of the Enforcement Directorate, and she has so far cooperated in the investigation also, because every time ED Ashish has questioned Jacqueline, she has appeared before the ED. What does it actually mean now for the investigation? Is she the final name, or are you of the opinion that there could be several high-profile names of actors that could come in the next few days?
So, in the last charge sheet before the one that has been filed today, there are many names that have come to light, including Noora Fatehi. In fact, there are many actresses who have even visited Sukesh Chandrasekhar in the prison, and that was for a price. When these actresses, I would not like to name those actresses as of now, but interestingly their visit in the prison to meet Sukesh Chandrasekhar was for a cost, and that cost was paid by none other than Sukesh Chandrasekhar from the proceeds of crime. So there could be more names in days to come, but the biggest beneficiary of the proceeds of crime, these actresses have been small beneficiaries, but the biggest beneficiary of the proceeds of crime is Jacqueline Fernandez and her family members. It's not only about 5 crore rupees.
This association, Ashish, quickly, between Jacqueline Fernandez and conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar, when did it actually begin, and that time duration that we are looking at, which is that period?
So Sukesh Chandrasekhar had a fascination for Bollywood. Now, interestingly, because of the kind of lifestyle that he was maintaining, he basically, I would not like to again name a person who's inside the prison. She basically arranged his meetings with different Bollywood actresses, and that is how, and the kind of lifestyle he was maintaining, the kind of money that he had, Bollywood actresses got attracted towards that kind of money or lifestyle, and that is why even Jacqueline Fernandez had fallen into that trap. But ultimately, once she had fallen into that trap, she also became a part of it. So she was not only the beneficiary, she was basically aware of what is happening. Though he was in jail, she was very much in the know, and despite that, she continued to travel with him. I remember one incident which is mentioned in the previous charge sheet, and it says that Jacqueline Fernandez had traveled with Sukesh Chandrasekhar when father of Sukesh Chandrasekhar expired. So the court gave him payroll to travel. But interestingly, they traveled in a charter plane, and the expenses were taken care of by Sukesh Chandrasekhar. So me and you can't hire a charter plane. So
Ashish, the trouble is only mounting for Jacqueline Fernandez. Perhaps she will be now hiring a good criminal lawyer to handle her case, because this is only getting more troublesome for her. Thank you so much for joining us, Ashish and Satyendra Singh. That's all from me. Thanks so much.